This is Unity Broadcasting Online Television, connecting voices. This is Unity Broadcasting Online Television, connecting voices.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform. Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but wetin dey happen? Political discussion.
You for know about salon politics.
Religious messages, entertainment self no go left bien.
We no go left nothing bien no.
Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
This na the team them where we dey talk about
Sierra Leone political history,
defeating the lives of fake people.
Waiting they be na social media.
One-on-one interview, we go bring you all the hot topics.
Unity Broadcasting TV say,
and we let myself and better salon.
Good morning, Larry Lekwissef and Betty Salon. Today now Wednesday, October 15, 2025. Good morning, as we welcome you to this edition of the program, Unity Morning Show, where they come to you live na Unity Broadcasting Online Television from Monday to Friday, 7:30 in the morning. And we broadcast live from we studios na 48 Siaka Stephen Street na Freetown through a Facebook page, YouTube, TikTok, and any other social media handle where you get we from. And we will present the midweek edition for this week. Her name Yusuf Mosiri Suma.
And me na Elizabeth Kefwe-Gembe. Fambu, good morning. Inside today edition of Unity Morning Show, we go get na the studio Alhaji Mandika Kamara, in na the president for Salon Association of Journalists. And also we dey expect Melvin Tijan Mansare, in also a journalist and a social commentator. We dey talk about the freedom and expression of the country. Recently, we don't see wetin dey happen. They slash, they pull press release about things then where the journalists then they get, threats then where then they get, then they condemn. So today we dey pose some questions to them. This condemnation, all things then are condemned, then they condemn, then get any plans for take any further actions. The president of the slash go dey with we. But by the way, Sierra Leone, something very spectacular don't they happen. Suma, you don't see how the Waka Fine boss don't they change because they don't they believe say Salomon like bribes, Salomon like for take money na the sides. Now they don't introduce tickets. How you feel about that as a Sierra Leonean?
You know, I don't know what is actually happened with the mentality of Sierra Leoneans. I would say some Sierra Leoneans. Because the fact of the matter, in fact, recently, when they introduced the tickets, say if you buy tickets before you get your access to the bus, the authorities that will demand their affairs and find out say some yuki they happen. Okay, man, in a way, I mean, some conductors, as people don't declaim, say then they get extra tickets them, then they know side and they pull them. So what the authority then do? They say, well, for now we stop this thing, what we will do? Let we see how we can introduce the electronic system. So right now when you buy tickets, you get side where you go scan them. Apart from that, and they want for say kudos to them, they also don't get the card You know, that's a very good one. When you buy the card 30 leon, you get it's top up just like we use the normal phone top up, you know. The top up anytime you enter at the bus, you just scan them, then cut 8 leon. You know. So that one I think we are making progress. But if you tell someone will tell you say me belly empty, angry still boku.
Well, either ways, if we crave for law we be to an international standard, that's not the easiest way overseas than they ride them buses. Nobody know they touch money. Conductor, not even get there. Now only the bus driver where you enter, you swipe, you can inside. Then old people then already you they go na their house, then go take and you just take call. Say I want to go so side, then physically challenge.
Imagine an old person all the way Hamilton. He call Waka Fine bus, so just go pick him in one.
Well, actually, not to Waka Fine directly inside overseas. Now then, small mini buses van then, where then dedicated for the specific people then. So where you call like people then where they go for hospital visits, where they go then get agencies there.
It's like Uber. I remember when I go to Nigeria, then get Uber. I was like, what's it for do Uber? They say where you call any outside you want, let them pick it, and they can pick it and go to get them the couple. That's a very good one as well. We hope say Sierra Leone we go reach to that level. They will say if you want to go buy me fuel. And then again, I don't need for pull money. I just pull card and scan and then take what you for take.
If we change with mentality, that's the bottom line.
Oh yes, the mentality indeed. You know, the patriotism now we system these days. Not all of we get salon at the heart. You know, because if many of we get salon at the heart, then definitely the mentality go change. Because you go see something where they happen bad. Say, let me say no do I try for correct, and that will be fine.
Then something else can on my mind. So, Kenema, one of them days, was it Saturday or Friday? The first lady been there where somebody reportedly said it been gets 3 miles of troop or convoy where it been the waka, people then triumphantly welcome her. You know, as a woman, what do you think? As well, me a woman, somebody said unto me, I felt proud. I said, wow. So this woman, I saw them take welcome her inside Kenema. So now just see if intend for do anything, waiting will be the headway if they just welcome her like this. So what do you think of that also?
Sometimes the mommy want join the race. Sometimes want for join the race. And if want for join the race, for me personally I want for wish them all the best. You know, I just want little one day no more see they announce say we don't get woman presidents in this country.
But is that impossible? You think so?
Yeah, possible. If Helen Johnson Sirleaf be president, why not possible? Even this country within Africa as well don't get woman president.
So do you think she can be a very good president for Sierra Leone?
Probably.
All right. Well, on a stay tuned, we'll be right back with 3 commercials.
As government and stakeholder them, they continue to implement the Productive Social Safety Net and Youth Employment Program (PSSNYE). Where World Bank we don't give Salon government $42 million for. National Commission for Social Action (NACSA) they use part of this amount for transfer money to us and family them. We pay per smack. Now area them will not receive nothing yet through the Social Safety Net Program. For sake of this, government will extend this facility to new hostel we pay the money. Same way so NACSA they use part of this money for give money to Salon people for start their own business, train and mentor people them and connect them for agricultural program them where the government and non-governmental organization body them they operate. NACSA they also give this money to over 7,000 youths them to provide them with short-term work opportunity them upline through the Sustainable Cash for Work program.
As all this dey be, Freetown City Council go use spend this money for about over 6,000 youth them for clean the city and do other public work them na Freetown.
The National Youth Commission (NACOM) go use some of this money for support new and all youth group them for open their own business them na Freetown. Inside they go able get access to money, training and counseling, but how for improve their own business them.
And then go implement this program na Bo, Makeni, Kenema, Port Loko and Freetown.
For complaints, comments and inquiries, call Anti-Corruption Commission or 077-985-985 or 077-986-986 or toll-free line on Africell, QCell and Orange 8515. This message will come out from the Anti-Corruption Commission (ACC) with support from the World Bank, UNICEF and the government of Sierra Leone.
Orange Maxit app, they give you more sweet special features wey designed for make you life simple. No miss events. Buy tickets for concerts, sports match or any show directly from the app. Enter the marketplace, shop latest products them, check special offer them and enjoy exclusive deals. If you make mistake on transaction, no worry. The app gets instant reversal feature where they give you control over your money. All the special features, yeah, and more they waits for you inside the app. Download Maxit now and enjoy the full experience. Orange Max.
All right, good morning. Welcome again to the program Unity Morning Show. We come to you from Unity Broadcasting Online Television. And inside the studio, we want to welcome the president of the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, the president for all journalists in the country. And name na Alhaji Manika Kamara. And see I direct the Alhaji for testing. Very young man. Prezo, good morning. Welcome to the program Unity Morning Show.
Good morning, Suba, and thanks for having me.
We glad to forget you. I know if now be Friday host, so if I don't write it, bring it.
No, I'm not going to it.
Okay, we glad to forget you at the studio this morning. We want to can discuss around press freedom and the freedom of expression as enshrined in the Constitution. Yeah. And Section 11, of course, make a mandate for the media be for existing whole government accountable, or the three arms of government accountable. Of recent time, as of yesterday, October 14, we see we association to say, SLAJ pull a press release, specifically they condemn an attack on one of the senior members of the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, a first-term president for the Sierra Leone Reporters Union, Winner Amadou Lambranaba. First and foremost, what does this mean for the Sierra Leone journalists where they receive threats from individuals, from institutions, from companies and all that? So what does this mean for the association?
Thank you again, Suma, for getting me at the studio this morning for a talk on this very sensitive issue. As a nation, this is very bad for we, in the sense that where journalists write or talk something, instead of we provide alternative means, let's say, okay, we provide the side of the story, we go against or the attack or the threat in life. That's very, very bad for modern day democracy. You know, we don't move past inside in the in 2021, this government may repeal Part 5 of the 1965 Public Order Act, where we criminalize free speech. We all celebrate that because now one thing now the way they militate against we. But since then, we see now this way how people attack journalists them. When journalists talk something, we write something, they attack them, they send threats against them. We very much concerned as SLAJ because we responsibility now for make sure say the journalists then get a conducive environment for do their work. And if for do them without any fear, for as long as waiting in the talk or waiting in the right, they within the laws of Sierra Leone, we always go stand with them. If you know say what the journalists also talk, not to true, we get the Independent Media Commission where the Parliament establish them. Go make a complaint at the IMC. Or better still, go to the courts. But for begin threatening the man in life or you begin threatening the family, it's not good for we. I can always say this here, so excuse me, as a nation, if you wake in the morning, you not see policeman at street, you not hear radio station or television or see newspaper come out, not go at street. That tongue they not safe. So if some of we don't give up we own life now, we say we talk about the things that we go on, we write about the things that we go on in the country, whether good or bad. I'm not say people for the threatening we. You self get a platform, put your own case across. But for threatening we, it's very, very wrong.
Is this something where they hinder the progress of the work of journalism?
Seriously, they hinder we work. Then you're not so secret. Particularly when we meet the journalists, maybe there's somebody where they afraid, or in family members in the pressure and say, hey, take time off for your life, or this work kind of for left arm. You know, say people they threaten you, people they do this. We all get family. And like I say initially, we all don't give up. We self say, we they talk about the things there, we they write about the things there where they go in our country, whether good or bad. We they talk them or we they write them. So it's very wrong for the threatening we, or the beat we, or they do anything where they post threats to we existence as human beings.
Apart from SLAJ, you saw that body again where they defend journalists, because for international level, they see International Federation for Journalists, international lawyers for journalists and all that. And of recent, we also don't get journalists that are not lawyer there. But how the space look like? Could that really defend journalism? Because for Sludge, we all know Sludge or condemn.
We get journalists away and lawyers. We get plenty. And I can assure you, say, every year we the law school, the lawyers they graduate from the law school, we get at least 3 or 5 journalists away they graduate as lawyer. Every year for the last 5 years, if you check, we get lawyer and journalists away they graduate as lawyer. So we get so many lawyers. We get very senior lawyers back in journalism. The likes of the current chairman of the Independent Media Commission, Joseph Beda Kapwa Esquire, Musa Mewa. We get Abubakar Sherif. We get Elias Bangua. We get so many senior journalists. We are lawyers. We so get people where they represent you. Then we get again the young ones who don't come in. We get Kukabo Wedebo. We get Fire Mara Fire. We get Dr. Francis Soa. We get
Paul Kamara.
We get Paul Kamara. So we get so many journalists that we are lawyers. So we get lawyers the way they defend we. So we not just the condemn. And internationally again, we get, like you say, we get IFJ, we get FAJ, we get CPG, where they work with we. We now paid up members to all the international bodies in this. So whatever will happen to any journalists there, so let's serve the risk concern.
All right. So before Lizzie Kaisa, we don't see they don't slap journalists, they don't spoil gadgets of a journalist, / condemn. Most times people tend for ask, what the next / do after any condemnation? Okay,
and not to only condemn with the condemn. Okay, when we don't that condemn with the condemn, for bringing it to the attention of the relevant authorities and also the members of the public, then we write official complaint letter to the institution where maybe the person will do that act against the journalists they work. I'll give you an example. There was a time where a military personnel be assault one journalist who be work for Vopad Radio in Waterloo, where even polling camera. We not only issue a press release who condemn the act, we write official complaint to the military. We request for them to do investigation, and they investigate. They able identify the military officer. It takes full responsibility of the journalist in medical bill. He replace in gadget the way they destroy, and they officially write that and apologize to the journalist. Again, na Kenema again, the same thing happened. We get a journalist when Munia Bawo, where again in 2024, where if we go do a work na a police station at Kenema, where if we get some issue with the policeman, one policeman be assaulted and he destroy in equipment.
We talk about Kenema. Make a member fire. He was badly beaten
by a military
officer, and later hospitalized. Now he don't become a lawyer.
But if you ask her now whether she will tell you no, that one they don't pass. Because some people may feel say, okay, wait, it don't be there, so you count that case again. But no, it don't move ahead of that one day. So not to condemn only with the condemn. We condemn because we want to bring it to the public attention, and we do follow up behind the scene. And at the time, so we always get positive result at the end of the day. The journalists they appreciate what they do. The quota I be for explain Munia Bawan and Abo, na so in Kenema. The police after we don't condemn, we write official letter, complaint letter to the IG, and they take the appropriate step. They call the police officer, they investigate him, they take responsibility of the journalist, they apologize, and we greatly appreciate the role again where the mayor of Kenema be play in that particular issue there. So we not just condemn we left and so they do a follow up on behind the scene.
All right, Mr. President, coming back to this condemnation, just like where my colleagues say, and you don't explain, say the people there or the perpetrators, then they take responsibility. Una as Sludge, you being a president, you don't ever go on a court because somebody will say we're not going to do this again. But repeatedly it happened. I remember in recent time, an AYV journalist or reporter were beaten, where we see AYV then self-pull reports. Una don't ever go to court for fights cases like this.
Okay, that's not the theory we want to try for the do. We don't get an instance where one of our colleagues be die where the man we name we all after in death when we take them to court. We don't get the cases in there. So now myself as a journalist and the president now, I don't say this all the time. We go for test the law. Not only time somebody who can seize advantage by journalists, they go scot free. But for example, when sometimes they see where journalists write something where go wrong, they go report you in a police station. They invite you go there. Well, maybe where we go bail the journalist. That at the end of the case. But thankfully, this recent way happened with Thomas Dixon. MBC say, well, may they charge him at go court. say because he want see the outcome. There are cases where they go under the court, under the civil, where journalists are involved. But one thing make they come out so because in a civil matter and it take long time. But now as large, the question we answer directly. Like this thing we happened with colleague yesterday, and other colleagues the way it happened with. The first thing we them call me, where they inform me, the first thing they tell them, go make a report na the police for the records. Go make a report. I make if you look with press release, all the issue on threats or assault against journalists, the very last or second to last paragraph with a call on the police and the relevant authority then follow, they investigate the matter. Because we as I say, we get a legal team. Then they investigate the matter. If they see a case, we tell them say we make them push the matter go to court. But sometimes during the investigation, the victim and the journalist sometimes they can agree that they resolve the issue. But we dey try for see time where we will test the law. Because if you not do that one day, it will continue. That one day definitely will continue because people are not going to fear. They will just say, but let's go to police. But thankfully now we dey try for see how best we dey do away with this threats against journalists at the cyber. We always when they invite we, they go na CID. Now we dey try for see how best any case relating to the media, let's say like IMC, or you go to court directly under the civil. So we will get in kind instances there so we dey make complaint officially, then we dey take them to the court. Yesterday, Amadou Lambada Babi did a CID. They go make a statement officially, go make a report, and a lawyer them, they get your private lawyer them. We say get we a legal team. We dey wait and listen to waiting a lawyer their advice. If they take the matter go court, we dey support them. Because it left to you first. You are the complainant. Then you forget the willingness for go. Because if you are the complainant not ready for go court, then slightly will take up this case on behalf of this person. Now that person get for the evidence. If you're not willing for go, the case will continue. It not will make any sense.
All right. Now the other question we're going to ask you, as a president, and when they work directly in connection with IMC, when anything can happen, the perpetrators or the individuals the way they cause them, when I don't ever write to IMC, let them give news blackouts, or when I don't ever write to the media house for give news blackouts to that particular organization, persons, or maybe government official? Okay,
we get some various body them within SLAJ. For example, we get the Guild of Newspaper Editors, where now all the editors of newspapers are there are particular association there. We get Silver, where are the broadcasters. We get IRN again, where they only deal with the broadcast area. So we get instances where they can call, say, okay, let's call out for a blackout on these institutions. But of recent time, we not get anything in the date, but it don't happen over the years. Where we get some issues where we realize say we never get any result. They say, well, let's give a blackout to this particular institution. Let's say, for example, we say, okay, let's give blackout to Parliament. Okay, issue a statement in the but unfortunately, again, not to all the media houses we expect that. So I'm going to say, no, me no go down, I'm a business partner. And I'm right. But majority can follow.
But we're not going to take action against them.
No. We want to take action. I'm right. For we SLAJ, we work directly with the journalism.
But if the person is a SLAJ member, then you tell and say, give this particular institution or person a news blackouts there in Odwam. You not go take any action?
We listen. Now, SLAJ will work with the membership.
Okay.
Now, if, for example, someone else is a SLAJ member, if they go do something as a journalist where they do in job, they can't complain to SLAJ. We get to a committee where the SLAJ discipline committee. Now they will forward that matter there, and then they investigate someone conduct. Then they advise the executive what thing for do. We call a general meeting. Now that general meeting we go read what's in the committee recommend to we. Then the general body and then can agree say well, let's suspend Suma, or let's expel them, or let's warn them. That's how they operate. There are some instances in where some people don't do wrong way. We suspend the membership in SLAJ. We even expel some members. That's how they operate. The Independent Media Commission, if they go complain, let's say for example, Unity Broadcasting, when I registered institution now in a salon under the IMC, if they go complain on a way, when I carry any story way wrong, then they call on they get a complaint committee where they sit every Tuesday. If whenever you receive a letter, they tell you say if you go to IMC on Tuesday at 2 o'clock, no one gonna complain against you. Any media or journalist as you receive a letter, they say you are invited to the Independent Media Commission at 2 p.m. You know, someone wanna complain. If that committee they go, then listen you complain, listen they complain against you, you make you defend, then find you one thing, then they fine you, then get certain amount, then they give you time. If you refuse, then get the power for suspend your license. But the current IMC Act way they get a procedure for let them suspend license. When the committee don't approve that, then get for go to court or get a court order. We're very, it's time consuming. So there are mechanisms in all areas in there. We're not just a grab so because Unity Broadcast refuse for give media blackout. Would they disqualify all the members or would they tell us that they're not a member again? And only not also we operate.
All right. Now, as Sludge presidents, when I don't ever engage government for make them also, because the president don't talk about press freedom. And we see every year they do cocktail for journalists in view of that press freedom. When I don't ever engage government or the Minister of Information for them bad things then bad things then where they happen, because we they expect, by the way, Sierra Leoneans wanna stay tuned, we they expect Melvin Massare inside the studio, because INSEF don't go through the hands of this activity where we recent brother Lamran Abba don't go through. Threats to in life, threats to in personality, and threats to in media house. So now when I don't ever engage Papa government as to the reason why they think they happen, and they don't pull out any good information, we don't satisfy una, especially the Minister of Information.
Make sure you see we get a very good relationship with the Minister of Information and Civic Education. The previous one and the current one, we get a very good relationship with them. Mm-hmm. Whenever we get issues, that's what they bring us to the notice, and then self can act in their own way. Mm-hmm. We get a very good relationship with the security sector, one of the police. In 2022, when we be celebrate the International Day to end impunity against journalists, on November 2nd, we be signing an MOU with the security sector, including the Sierra Leone Police, the AGSLAF, ONS, and even the Correctional Service. We signed an MOU for the safety and security of journalists. Since that same day, we see the assaults on security personnel against journalists be minimized. And whenever we get some public functions, for example, elections, now they always, the journalists and the security sector, the personnel, they clash. We don't go forget information. Then they try to provide security. So we always get that misunderstanding. But since we signed that MOU, we see the 2023 election be peaceful. We not get any area where any complaint where journalists call, we say, hey, I go for go do me okay, and one policeman don't go jog me camera. We'll not be experienced that one day. And also, quite recently, with support from UNDP, Sludge be engaged the police media team on this information dissemination, how then they relate with the media. Because all the police stations are supposed to get one media officer. Each district and forget somebody where they relate information to the media and the public. We'll be engaged them in a Sayapam Hotel on a 2-day session when a Dr. Dr. Victor Masako will be facilitator program there. We get a very cordial relationship with government in the terms of press freedom, but unfortunately, we get them things also they happen. And whenever them things also they happen, when we issue press release, it affects the country in press freedom index internationally. Because then threats here, so all international partners, all they capture them. And whenever we issue press release, all they call, and they call directly the victim, then get the side of the story, and they say they issue press release where they affect Salon in press freedom rating. So when they issue the come, we get a very cordial relationship with the Minister of Information, even the Attorney General, we get a cordial relationship with them. The last time I recall when this Thomas Dixon issue came up, he personally called me on the issue and we discussed over them.
The Attorney General?
Yes. And the IG again, we get a very cordial relationship. Whenever they come up, we discuss them. And then the approach was professional. And we truly appreciate the things that they do. Because we tell them, say, not so bad thing they do. We don't decide, say, we talk. We write about the things the way they go on. For example, this morning, why they drive the car, this morning, listen, Lamana, where they make an introduction, they explain exactly impression about the police professionalism yesterday in a CID. From where they enter the CID, they ask you that you can see. The way you go inside the main bill before you enter, you get for provide some form of identification, either national ID card, your NACIT card, your driving license or passport. They usually left and down there before you go up. That they should say improvement they take place. And when you go inside the building of itself, some decency they come they also quiet. We go inside the office and then you see improvements. We they talk them things and they not all tell they talk bad things them, but unfortunately we see bad things they talk. We not go they always they pressing. Any government will always the media they pressing you, everybody pressing you. No say something is wrong somewhere.
So lastly, before me call it car inside, do you believe Sierra Leone go ever get press freedom? Really, what I say press freedom, we go totally be free for say anything we want say without no interference from government, parastatals, MDAs or personal individuals?
Me na one person we believe in change. If we able to succeed for convince government after 50 years for let repeal part 5 of the 1965 Public Order Act, where people will call it draconian law, people will call all kind name, we able to convince government for let repeal law day. I believe say there will come a time when we will get a Sierra Leone where we will get complete press freedom, because interestingly we get so many good things the way they happen, but when they come they overshadow them. When they overshadow them. Currently we advocate again for let we get a stand and loan chapter in the new constitution we get for press freedom. When we refer to as chapter 12. Would they under negotiation, would they under engagement day? Would they see our best, because that one the way if we succeed for convince government and the relevant stakeholders for get that particular section there, so many things gonna happen. We know they try for promote reckless journalism. There is no way they support or promote reckless journalism. Where any journalist behave recklessly, we call them out. That's not the part of a profession. Journalism is a decent profession. If you look the 1991 constitution, journalism is a right-based constitution way, a profession way. It is the 1991 constitution. Go to section 25. They protect press freedom and freedom of expression. Section 11, press freedom. So we then capture winner the 1991 constitution. So not a profession for any Jack and Jill. Now for decent people. So we know they promote reckless journalism. I very much believe say we dey get a Sierra Leone where we will be press free. We will not get intimidation, because we will continue for the advocate for that. Now we own responsibility that one day. And we believe say we partners and go support free, because some maybe they think say if they repeal that Public Order Act, the media will go haywire. But I will tell you say since when they repeal the Public Order Act, the media don't be more professional, because we get more support now for training journalism on a regular basis. We get partners in call the train. We get the MRC, you get the BBC Media Action, IRN, all other partners, and they come in, they train journalists them, because we don't get we get now progressive laws them. And that now we focus. We don't need any law with the limit to space. Now make we don't raise awareness again on section 44 subsection 2 of the Cyber Security and Crime Act for make government look into that law. They made a repeal that law there, because they get so many things away not good for press freedom. With responsibility as journalists, before you publish or you write anything, you go for check, double check, and check again. So if I call you 1 time, I call you 2 time, I call you 3 time, you no pick. Or I send text message to you 1, 2 time, 3 time, you no pick. I don't feel that in a cyber stalking or cyber bullying. But some people, and when journalists do that one day to them, they go report you in the police. And the police then say, for somebody go complain, the responsibility now for invite you. And we don't want that one day. But thankfully now we don't get some discussion around the issues also with the police. Any issue where they go with to the police, we get for do with journalists or the media, we refer and force now IMC. Because now the body where parliament sets up. And now finally we set up bodies and they would undermine their operations again. So and the police and they say they do them best now. Whenever we then go to journalist issue and they say no, go IMC.
Right.
Or you go court.
So Prezola come inside. You talk about the part 5 of the POA 1965 Public Order Act. You find out say many journalists these days, in fact they just few of them prefer that one than the Cyber Security Crime Act 2021 or 2022. So if I ask this question, is it that the government now a replacement then do where they repeal part 5? That's just part 5 inside the Public Order Act 1965. They call it cyber security. Is it a replacement where now the journalists them actually appreciate?
Let's start with the first aspect. Me not want any one of them to think in the as you say some journalists they will prefer the Public Order Act Part 5. Other than me don't want any one of them.
Okay, for
I
you,
don't want Part 5.
You know, I
don't want Part 5 of the Public Order Act. I don't want Section 44, subsection 2 of the Cyber Crime and Security. I don't want her. Cyber Security and Crime Act. I don't want her.
They don't want her for a compi journalism.
I don't want her for any journalist. As the president will they condemn him outrightly because it the limit we work as journalists. As I been explained just now. My brother, me run for like a cross check before I can talk anything. I don't go and go read anything or write anything and not cross and not get to the side of the story. If I do that one day, I'm not facing a cyber stalking. So what would they say? If you look at the Cyber Security and Crime Act, we need them. But that particular section, the way they limit that civic space, we don't want them. Not only for the journalism, even the politician themselves, that particular side is not good for them. The civil society people in the market are not good. Because you know what, call somebody for confirm or whatever, it's in a cyber stalking. Let me explain, let me understand. They're not concerned. So I don't call on them from the day where Parliament enacts that law. We don't raise concern as large, and we will continue for raise that concern.
So una really be engaged authorities' concern before this thing on Parliament.
We always do that, and in fact, we even present position paper. And truth be told, Parliament be look at the position paper and then take so many of the recommendations where we present. So when I will give
section 44,
I will give Parliament the praise that side.
Section 44,
then take so many things. Section 44, subsection 2 again will be presented again, but Parliament will reject your position. We don't know why. It continue like IBD. Or whenever we get laws, we get for do with the media. When Parliament they get legislative engagement, Sludge and we media partners will present a position paper to Parliament saying that this we want. And sometimes they can invite Sludge for even go make they for go present the position paper. Now the hearing, now the committee hearing. And then can take most of the things like this other bill before Parliament before President Parliament will enact the Counter-Terrorism Act again. We present a position paper because we get certain sections where we get serious we still get serious concern over. We get for do one with the definition of terrorism, two where journalists go for cover riots or whatever. That particular section they refer to you as terrorists and define is the way they. Because if they demonstrate, me go out as journalist for go take video or for go get sound bites, then go arrest me, they refer to me as terrorist. Bruh, it's unfair.
So how far that one?
But,
how far that act?
Well,
don't become law now.
Well, President not sign it, and we be.
Well, I hope say President go listen Sludge.
No, yes, we believe say go listen because since the time where Parliament be done enact that law, they then send them to President for his signature. We not really say don't sign them, and we don't raise concern. We then engage the Attorney General on the issue. Outrightly assured we say the Parliament then use the African model for pass that law, and the African model now we don't concern say now for use because it gets very good things out for come up with the act in there. And the leader of government business and the leader of the opposition again, Parliament, they be assured we say that the African model they use, but we concern who get as large and media and people will not be ever see the final copy we come up Parliament where they to President. And that will concern. And now still a concern for we. If we see a copy of that document, by then I will not for the razor issue again. Even though some people still call we say we not for the razor issue because they'll take them by the word, say what it tell we now the reality, but we still get the concern because we not see the final copy. And we believe say the President go listen to we cry say if then thing that we will raise, you not see them in the act, they not sign them. And we partner with the IFJ themselves, we don't issue a joint press statement with Sludge, don't call on the President and the government again for look into the act before the President sign them. Okay,
in as much as we talk for the dog, we also need to talk for the bone. When last Sludge discipline a journalist way, maybe you not find out say you not practice professionally.
As I say, we get we Sludge discipline committee where you complain officially to Sludge. Well, sometimes you don't even need for complaint. When we get look, what is social media now? And thankfully now we newspapers are all they share the front pages now social media, so they see they follow the radio stations program, we follow the television station program. If we see anywhere we go or fall short, the IMC said they monitor, they draw attention to the incident. We refer them to the disciplinary committee. They can investigate, then they caution them. Because we advise is we're all human. We can make mistake. But they tell you say this mistake is genuine, go and do interaction. Give the same space and prominence where you give to that story where you do we're not correct. Give the same space to do interaction where they make or the apologies. And most times they can comply. When they take the matters to the IMC again, we get to this large gap and the way they are the committee, we can give you updates. But unfortunately again, we get some of our colleagues because we get complaint from the IMC. So man, when they find them, you know they pay. So the IMC they look at how best and go begin suspend some of the licenses because if they find you, you get a fair way for pay. Because the IMC they give you option, they don't outrightly fine you. They give you option. If they only see the complaint against you, then they give you option say retract, apologize. If you do anything, then they no need for they fine you. But if you don't do them, they inform you about 2 or 3 times where you fail for do them, they can take the action now.
All right, Mr. President, you don't explain beautiful way. I'm very impressed. That's a way we want Sierra Leone for go. Now, as a journalist or a media house, you call a particular personnel or person for make you come and discuss certain issues. For example, let's say I call Slash for let them come talk to me about press freedom. They not come, then talk say I know they appear another media house. Then you as a media house or a journalist or a person, you don't text the person 1, you don't text them 2. If possible, you don't even make opportunity for call up. The person not come. If you pull that news as is, as your own idea or your own perspective, waiting will be the punishment. If that person come to my talk, say that was an untrue statement, will not give me the opportunity. Where in fact, you don't text them, you don't call them, you don't explain to her, they vehemently say, I know they appear another news. So we, as a media house, do we have the rights to post or write as is, say as is, without your own side or the person's own side? Waiting will be the headway or we as person with punishment. Okay, the brilliant example or answer to that one day, when the program starts, we'll go about 5 minutes. You inform the viewers and listeners and say, we forget another guest when I'm Melvin Tijam Mansari, wait for the part of this program. That one day you don't make known to the public, say, now 2 guests I forget on this particular program because you know officially invite them and they give the consent say they come. So if you assume you say Melvin be the come argue against me, not just assume that one day. But it not show up. But on around the persistently the inform members of the public say we invite this person, but you not come. They may talk lengthily. What I get for talking now, so nobody know for reply. But when I inform Melvin for they come, he approves say they can bring in a shop. And that one day we not get business day because if they say they come, if you say again they come, we don't make everyone say when I invite them, like business. Now on this particular issue where you get an issue against somebody, when I invite them for let it come, for let it can clear yourself or for let it can defend. He say no they come openly. He say no they come. Or you check some back several times, he rejects it and not the camp at the program. Now right for come, not for come. What you want for do? When get the facts, when get on your own side. When make sure say whatever one they talk or whatever one they say, when able to defend them. Now the two, not something when I fabricated something when they can make against them. When I get the opportunity for like the studio for whatever one they say or what in the other guests they talk, that person for able to counter them. If you not agree for come again, well and good. If you think say maybe okay, a change in mindset, well, maybe I'm not too prepared, but you don't let for let inform and say I'm not too prepared. Then maybe after the guest when at the studio don't can talk. If you request for another time, say una give me time for come and respond to that. Una look at your own schedule. If you fit in within the shortest possible time, una can give them the platform. But una therefore make a known to the listeners and viewers and say we invite this person because then go to the consent. Una don't share flyer. I don't make everything say it come. So at the time if you not agree for come again, we're not responsible for that one day. Una don't get the platform for let it come clear your side.
So, and if they report sooner to the IMC, the first way the IMC go ask, now the invitation was sent to the person, now call them, consent, say they come, yes, we want to see the call log, or we want to see the text messages, we want to see this. The IMC go ask for them because they need for be asserting, say, yes, we want to do them thing in the. So once you get anything in the, well and good, my sister, you don't need for free, because you create the platform for the person for like now when you deliberately refuse on the platform for come, now you get issue.
All right, Sierra Leoneans, we'll continue for stay with me. This is Unity Morning Show as we day inside the program with the / president Alhaji Manika, where it tell we about press freedom, and of course we don't see a threat on we colleague journalists in life, in personality, and in family, where that's don't trigger this particular broadcast here, and also it don't trigger the public, because we self na studio. One day we go face that kind of situation if we not try for put a stop or halt to it. We also expect Melvin at the studio as a just don't call say he gets stuck in traffic and he try for dropping picking them na school. However, Melvin also na somebody will be don't face some harassment, stalking, and they don't stop on a parliament. So now, Mr. President, Melvin a one person way na fearless political commentator, and in also na a reporter. Melvin, the parliament, they don't stop and ban at the wall of parliament. You as a journalist, you as a president, waiting at the things then where you don't take, how far when I don't go with that case, and waiting at the way forward for Melvin in return back na parliament. Okay,
the same way the incidents be happen against we colleague when Melvin Tijamasari, by then me be the secretary of SLAJ. I be the follow the hearing online when the speaker be make the announcement, and immediately the speaker make the announcement. Within I can tell you say within 3 hours we issue out a press release. We condemn the act, because the same parliament where ban Melvin, and the same parliament creates the Independent Media Commission. And when journalists go na parliament walk over, if the parliament realize say this journalists they act unprofessionally, there is a channel. You can write officially to IMC, complain them, you copy SLAJ. You even copy the media house where the journalists work for, say, we need for to replace these journalists. The way how they comport themselves at the parliament, not look parliamentary, so not feel so good accommodate these journalists now. At the simplest way that one day for handle issue day, other than the speaker himself be take upon the power way he gets and he ban Melvin, because when he do that one day, we say na a threat to press freedom, because we all know, as you say, Melvin in appearance at the media always very active, and I can tell you say Melvin is, if not the best, but he's one of the best parliamentary reporters in Sierra Leone. That one day, nobody know that one day. Me self report parliament for a very long time. I report with Melvin, and somebody where I get high respect for it. They do research, they read a lot, and no parliamentary proceedings. So if we get that kind of people in there, if law say okay, Melvin do wrong or whatever, would they refer to the Independent Media Commission, then investigate them, then we can caution them, because we need them people in there for they analyze the parliamentary proceedings. Let members of the public they understand. So many times, Melvin they do a very good story about parliament. They promote so many MPs, they do so many things. If something happen, they become critical. Yes, as I be saying initially, we are all humans. We can make mistake. If something critical happen, then Melvin go above the rules. Call him and explain or you found to the IMC or a media institution or SLAJ. But as I be say, we be condemn the act and we'll get a one-on-one engagement with the speaker. We also get engagement with the leadership of parliament on that issue day. Then be set up a committee where we hear the complaint against Melvin at parliament, where myself be the witness the hearing. There was a time when the last hearing where I be attend. Before the hearing, I asked Melvin, I say, what are the way forward? Because as I be say on that issue of court matters, now the complainants, now in SLAJ always follow. What you decide, na we own take. We know they go take action where you the complainants not okay with. So when I go represent large na that particular hearing, I call Melvin aside for ask her say, what is the way forward? He tell me say when we go inside the committee, when the committee we go, I go hear what's in position. I say well and good. And when we go inside, Melvin read a statement because we get a written statement. He read a written statement, everything, and he apologize to the committee for the mistake where they say he do. He be apologize. Then when everything done, I call him. I say, "You sure say this is a position?" He say yes. Say him decides to apologize. He want move on. I say well and good. So we engage again the speaker. We tell her say this thing that happen. Engage the leadership. We say so. We need for let they accept Melvin back at the well of Parliament. But during their engagement, back and forth, we come this large election business become inside. So we nobody get time for the engage. We will focus on the campaign because myself by then, as I be say, me I be the secretary. So I be the try for campaign for be the president. So I nobody too much follow up on the issue. Then there, I be for the tour the regions then for the campaign. But now I don't become the president, so we get an appointment for pay a courtesy call to the leadership of Parliament. When we will go again, I believe say when we go pay a courtesy call, we will resolve that matter once and for all. And we hopefully we colleague will get access back to the Parliament because we need Melvin in type in the Parliament. He don't do a lot. He don't spend his whole life in the Parliament. And as I can say, in fact, not even one of the best. He's the best parliamentary reporter. The best.
Wow.
I can say that one day.
So, Mr. President, before my colleague intercepts me, there is this other social media post all over the place yesterday that we brought Lamrana, it was extreme. And then there are other quarters where been the points at Melvin say he was extreme. Now, to which extent journalists go be extreme, go be considered from Sludge in your point of view? A journalist go be considered as extreme where the law for take preeminence or where individuals then go decide for probing them or say things that against them. Okay. Is there any law where they talk about extremity or what is considered extreme on the journalist side of it?
One thing where they say, Sierra Leone is a country we govern by laws, rules and regulations. We get it. We govern with all. Even with the journalists, we get like Sludge, we get we Sludge constitution, we get we code of ethics, everything there. So we get the laws and the way they govern with operations. So as a journalist, we not feel to say we're totally free. It's not possible. Freedom without limitation is anarchy. Me freedom stop, who side me nose stop. You get rights, so you privacy. You get rights, you share your freedom. So I don't know what people mean by extreme, but on the issue of Lamrana, issue people say Lamrana extreme. Me, I possibly follow almost all the media houses. Like for example, Unity Broadcast. If I not follow on the live safe, I'll go back and listen, follow later and listen. Because one thing, I don't want to make anybody call me and say, "Hey, Prezo, this thing also you tell them here today so it's not correct." Then I will begin. Hey, what did they say? So I will make sure I follow up, I listen. Then I will say, "Oh no, this something go for after this program here." So I will call on a straight saying that this thing when I do is not correct. So when I fair way, let me reach out to that person. And monitor the media because I want to be on the safer side. I want to make sure say my membership then be on the safer side. Not all the time we go for the come out and they talk about people or whatever. Where you fall short, they call us say, "Madam, that program today not be professional. Next time try for be this way, try for do that one." And I make could engage with veterans them also for they provide some trainings for the editors them, the station managers them moving forward. I'm focus. I don't know what people they mean when they say Lamrana be extreme because me follow that program. They listen the program where people they say Lamrana extreme. I don't see anything bad para that way Lamrana talk para program because what Lamrana do para program day. Like where they give example for due process. Say you do this where you go and go now this person place. Would they expect say the same thing when those are person place? You for do again, but the public knows say you do go at this person place. That's it. I'm not facing them do anything out of malice. I follow the program. It just happens no more. It be unfortunate for or it just happens no more. Call that person in name as example, and he cites the press release where the police be issue. And not just call the person name without any evidence. He call the person name, he say police issue press release where they want to visit this person, also they want to do raid. And the person be outwardly deny the allegation. And when police go search the house, they don't see anything. The person move on. So the same thing again for this other person back where police on pull wanted notice for. Police for the issue out a press release say with the good news. So the public go be aware say the police are doing things here. So I'm not sure there is anything extremist about that statement. Ulama I not feel so, and I not believe that. Now just that me own conviction I get by this whole issue. Now some people, you know where like where this issue, program they go on. So after the program, we get some people away some way maybe a talk way not go down well with somebody, and just go cut that statement there. Then say to the person, listen what man they can talk about you. You know they allow the person listen the entire program, let the person understand the context where man they can mention your name. Just a cut no more the name. Say Manika, look what Manika talk about Suma. That say, for example, I say Suma na boy no be together side. You just the cut and say Suma na boy no be together side. You know they allow the entire side for let it flow. Let Suma understand why I mention your name say no be together side. I believe that that's be happen. But if two people listen that program they well, I don't feel anybody go blame Lama or go get anything against Lama.
So professionally as a journalist, is it right for let journalists give opinion when it is on air? It's not about Amadou Lambrana. This is a general question that they ask now. Is it professional for like journalists give certain matters where they happen when in the specific journalists they do presentation or do investigation about that particular matter?
I'll give you an example. If you follow the newspapers, they get a column on an opinion. One opinion, people they write the opinion about this thing. Make other people know say this is my opinion. If they investigate this matter.
But Mr. President, this opinion is also applicable na the print or applicable na the electronics or na only the print?
No, it's applicable na the electronics.
Okay, fine.
Now this is my opinion about this issue. Like why be they explain this now? But Lamana issue. I say what do me believe that? I mean opinion. Okay. My opinion I get on that issue on that particular perception day. I don't believe say people are listening the entire audio or video. Then just listen. Once I just mention say police go to this person house or police issue press release for this person. They're not allowing the entire conversation flow. That's my opinion. I don't say then go arrest me for that one day. Now what me believe say na it happen. Now my opinion is applicable any side. Because na my opinion that nobody arrest me for my opinion. No. Nobody arrest me. And my opinion I say this way this way not right. My opinion. Who don't arrest me for that day?
All right, Sierra Leoneans, so they take a quick commercial break, and when we come, we go read with text messages as Melvin is still expected. But if you knock on the next 15 minutes, definitely we go shut down the program because it's slated for 1 hour, and we are almost a bit above that.
As government and stakeholder them, they continue to implement the Productive Social Safety Net and Youth Employment Program (PSSNYE), where World Bank be don't give Salon government $42 million for. National Commission for Social Action (NACSA) they use part of this amount for transfer money to us and family them. We poor pass mark. Now area them will not receive nothing yet through the Social Safety Net Program. For sake of this, government will extend this facility to new hostel we pour the money. Same way so, NACSA they use part of this money for give money to Salon people for start their own business, train and mentor people them and connect them for agricultural program them where the government and non-governmental organization body them they operate. NACSA they also give this money to over 7,000 youths them to provide them with short-term work opportunity them upline through the Sustainable Cash for Work program.
As all this dey be, Freetown City Council go use spend this money for about over 6,000 youth them for clean the city and do other public work them na Freetown.
The National Youth Commission (NACOM) go use some of this money for support new and old youth group them for open their own business them na Freetown. Besides they go able get access to money, training and counseling, but how for improve their own business them.
And then go implement this program na Bo, Makeni, Kenema, Potloko, and Freetown.
For complaints, comments, and inquiries, call Anti-Corruption Commission on 077-985-985 or 077-986-986 or toll-free line on Africell, QCell, and Orange 8515. This message will come up from the Anti-Corruption Commission (ACC) with support from the World Bank, UNICEF, and the government of Sierra Leone.
All right, so one for welcome back after that commercial break. There, one for read some of the messages and quick one before the president of Sludge go left we now the studio. This one come from Mariam Bilkis Dumbuya. He say, country is as strong as its journalist. Ibrahim Kago from McKinney, when they call the legend, he says Sludge need for take appropriate action this time around. Say enough is enough against journalism. It's one of the key actors in any civilized democratic nation. He say how possible just go through social media and attack seasoned journalists like Amadou Lamrana. But I say, Mr. President of Sludge, he said, do ya now for do the needful and for protect the image of every journalist in this country. This other one say Suleiman Jallo say, good morning, Unity, broadcasting online television. Please ask Sludge President on a scale of 10, whose percentage you go give to press freedom in the country. Another message yes from Amara Barcelona and Bombali say, Mr. Kamara, as head of the press, you need for stand firm for ensure say journalists their life no go day under threats. The last two messages I will read for now and join my colleague for respond. This one they come out from Thompson's Tommy. He say, Lizzie, you can't just express press freedom without objectively ensuring its corresponding responsibility and restrictions for defiant. The last message I will read say, Kemosi say, the truth shall set us free from this nation.
Lamrana is a very strong journalist. I know him very well. He does a very professional thing. However, can he explain why he had to call Admire Bill? It is the prerogative of the police to do what they want to do, or can the Sludge president explain to us why was he so personal, or why did the police inform Admire that they were coming to search her house and Natasha was not informed? Is that not Jerry picking? Oh, Salon with a far force. And the other person say, Ibrahim say, hello Lizzie, I think the fight belongs to everyone. Journalists should use their investigative skill to help police probe dealers and manufacturers of kush. Okay, this come up from Mary, where say in a bow it a text from. Congratulations, Mr. Sludge. Melvin, why did you not show up? Are you also jerry picking where to go or where not to go? Anyway, Mr. Sludge, I love your articulation and congratulations the way you put the whole journalist in. I see journalists are always in trouble. But again, is this government really ready to talk about press freedom? If so, why is Lamrana being chased? Why was Melvin stopped from the parliament? Why is also Dixon not being given the opportunity to express him or herself? Oh, Salon, we did be enforced. Ayeri Elizabeth was talking about Waka fine. The Waka fine is also a mess. However, that is not the topic of discussion, but I brought it up because it was being mentioned in their introduction. And the last one will come up from Surrey Mountain Court. Mr. Suma asked Mr. President if he has ever been arrested, molested, or been harassed from any information he has put out, or maybe has him in jail. If not, then he has to stand very much firm to make sure things work out. And the last one we'll go read from Abraham, we say Lamrana did something about the arrested people claiming they have the diplomatic passport without proof. Is that also not a way that he went extreme? Because there is no proof to that diplomatic passport, but he was so vulgar in castigating the government. Mr. President, please respond, as this is also part of his extremity.
All right, now read a few of the messages and quick one. This will just come. Say, Mr. We come up from Nelson Elijah Eli. He said, watch you from Connor. He say, Mr. President, what about those bloggers where he make themselves as journalists and report fake news about Salon and make the image of the bad in the country. Okay, another one says, say, Thompson, Tommy, say, what is large do when Samura, maybe beat and thing that? What is large we don't do? Last one from Tommy, from Amara Barcelona again. He say, some of these unfortunate and sad news, they make people in the scared for good practice or get passion for journalism. Amara Barcelona, he said that message. I stand with solidarity. I stand with solidarity with Amadou Lamra Abake Moses, and he said a whole lot of messages. The last one from Lansana Kalon, we say they watch we all the way from Pujom. This is say good morning, Unity Broadcasting. I'm watching it live from Voice of Masoro 90.5. The fight against which should be a collective effort. A lot of messages, collaborative efforts. Kemosi say. Mr. President, Lizzie, you get so down from YouTube?
Well, the one way I get are not go read them. These are some messages, you just let it go.
So, Mr. President, these are the messages, and we could try for wrap up. Log just get quick responses from you, then we'll see how we can wrap off.
Okay, let's start with the last one we get for do with late colleague when Samura we lost his life.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, I should say that particular text that they know they follow up that issue there. Because if they follow up that issue, they will know say Sludge be very tough. We stand with position as the time. In fact, when the incident be take place, Sludge be issue out a press release condemning the act, and by then we be get Mr. Kevin Lewis, when I be the Sludge president, and the current president now of Sludge will be the Secretary General of Sludge. Sorry, the former president of Sludge will be the Secretary General when Ahmed Said Nazara. Sludge will issue a press release where we condemn the act and we call on the government for see how best they can investigate that particular issue there. But unfortunately, what thing be happen along the line, I'm not going to discuss them because we brought don't die now already. We make Sludge be a bit take a side on that issue there. But like I say, we don't only take legal action where you, the victim or the complainant, where a Sludge member, you ready for stand with me and you ready for give you the support. If, for example, you go beat Suma, then Sludge pull press release, we condemn, then we tell you say go police because now you got to make statement for the police, you the victim. We tell you say because the first thing we tell you, go make report na police while should they condemn. If you insist saying you they go, we not able to go for go make any case on your behalf because now you not the complainant. Yeah. Then secondly, the bloggers. This person talk about the bloggers. Unfortunately, for now, we not get the laws and media law where they regulate the bloggers in a salon. But thankfully, we don't complete the review of the Independent Media Act of 2020, and the tripartite committee, the report where then be issued out where we get for do with the Independent Media Commission. They may make a recommendation say the Independent Media Commission for review the act and see a way where they were able to capture the registration and regulation of bloggers. By God willing, since Parliament don't open, we believe say the law officers department go complete the job because document with them now for draft the law and for make the minister go table on a Parliament for possibly Parliament enact law. So we'll take them from that side after we Parliament enact them. And also we don't complete the National Media and Information Policy in collaboration with the Ministry of Information, the IMC, MRCG, and all other media partners. And Cabinet done that particular national media policy. Instead of make a provision for the bloggers. So once we get all them laws also in place after the Parliament enacted the IMC Act, we will begin see the regulation of the bloggers and other online media, like Unity, we don't already register with the Independent Media Commission. On the arrest claim, we say people say, I'm going to make a comment again on the allegation say they arrest people with diplomatic passports. Not to Lamara make that statement. We all they follow the international news where they come up, and we see again the immigration department don't pull notice yesterday, say then they investigate that particular issue. So yeah, we don't just not get emotional when we address issues. Let address issues with open mind. We are all Sierra Leoneans. What will they do now? We go down with the plain society for make sure say things have gone well. Let people not look at we as enemy. No, we are not enemy of the state. We are partners in development. When Sierra Leone be the advocates at the United Nations for the non-permanent seats of the Security Council, slash as a parent body of the media Sierra Leone, we pull a press release. We support government position that campaign day. We pull press release and we say at the end of the day, Salon be get that seats in na UN. Now kudos to Sierra Leone. So many people don't see the media like say we are bad people. No one's so bad people. If any country they way media not the way the whole government and public officials to account, they develop. And
Texter WhatsApp texter asks about you if you don't ever.
I can't on the question. Arrest people claiming okay if he has ever been arrested or molested. I don't practice journalism for over 15 years, and I'm not ever conscious say they don't arrest me, they don't assault me, or whatever. I'm not ever conscious of that one day. Over 15 years I don't practice journalism, and I don't win so many awards locally, internationally. I'm not ever facing them things in there. I'm not say I'm perfect. And the one way they already attack so. Then self na professional journalism. Like Amadou Lamara, me na one policy way I dey always stand for. I dey always give people go check Amadou Lamara in Facebook page. From 2010, 2011 to date, you go see say it consistent for all government officials and public officials to account. Now somebody wey he know dey bend something. He get so many friends in the government, he get so many friends in the opposition. When them go wrong, they call them out. Now somebody not just in your own way of doing things. And I believe, and somebody I believe in, you know, they take something personal. I don't follow them on social media. They follow all in right up there. So let people not see you as I say, see you like as bad person. Nobody never attack me. Nobody never assault me. Never molest me. But you know me to say, are they no? We are all journalists. But just that it happened to me. It beat me say it no go happen to me. When I don't they as the slash secretary, they don't cost me so much. So many times what they issue a press release. We get so many backlash, so many they cost me, but I just believe in what I do. I believe it's the right thing. I don't do it for anybody, I don't do it personally. My responsibility now for protect the journalist, for protect press freedom. And my responsibility that one day. Now that's them vote for me for. Yeah, let people understand that one day. Is government really talk about press freedom? Governments always government they talk, but one thing as I say Salon, we get very good laws and the implementation of the laws and then we could get issues again. So now we could call for the repeal of section 44 subsection 2 of the Cyber Security and Crime Act because the people they interpret the law differently. So we need a repeal, make they interpret them properly. Let us know things as cyber stalking, nothing as cyber bullying. So we journalists will know what thing for do. Yeah, and we should again skills to help police arrest dealer. We roll as media, now we only do so. This Kush Fete, now a national fete. You know, why they pass na street, why they see me brother and sisters, the way how this thing don't destroy their life. And they feel bad. Just about 2 or 3 days ago or 2 days ago, I drive by this Connaught Hospital. I meet body right in front of the hospital, somebody don't die. You know what they mean? Now somebody in Pekin and they, now somebody in brother and they sister and in the so every day, the way then at Hastings way shut down so now that community they pass that place. They tell that you have the functional during the weekend. You see relatives the way they kidnap at the streets for go visit some people. It's so disheartening. You go feel bad when they see the people and they couch food, they couch this for go friend them picking. Look, this way happen on this civic education business here. So where that woman they cry to the ministers them, they ask for help. One great pick we get, they attend Jala University, don't go into Kush. So many prominent people where they are this country, so where they don't go into that thing. They destroy the future of this nation, that particular Kush. So the effect on a national effect, not for personalizer. We all for come on board and see say we fight and we defeat this Kush business at this country because if we allow her for continue, the future of this country will be in danger. Because the way this thing they go so bad off. Every day there you say somebody don't die under, you see people they pass that street with big so. And one thing I mean all like by this whole thing, all the people will take crucial people away. Society don't neglect. Go down bay. You go see them at the slum, then they inside by towards the water. Go at them slums, they see them, they don't let them bridge there. Because they shame now for come na the public because of the central commodity, the source. So we got to take this thing very personal. All the fetish school should not for take anything for say they look they discriminate or whatever. Let's take them as a nation. We be realistic. We be objective. And we be open whenever we discuss issues of Kush. Then they are listening to one popular comedian, Kindo Amani. About the driver the car, listen where they explain about in Bobo. You know how that man they feel? Somebody you picking a trainer for university. It affect for the rehabilitate in Pekin now. It's bad. We got so many people away. They don't get opportunity for them to take them picking that private rehab. The government rehabs are all done shut down according to the officials from Social Welfare Ministry. So we responsibility now for let them call on the government. For let them see how best they can support the rehabs and make them open again. Let them take with brothers and sisters and go there for go rehabilitate them. And anybody will get information about them, people how they deal with Kush, let them bring up to the police their attention. Let them not share about this thing. Say, hey, no, that man is survival. Survival, they kill, they destroy the nation.
Mr. President, I'm scared we had to go time. Sierra Leoneans, we tell you plenty. Thank you. It has been a great opportunity whilst we did Naya. And unfortunately, we next studio guest not able to join. We don't know waiting at the next reason. But the one that we send a text message where we not able to read, we apologize. And you will read your text message. We tell you plenty. Thank you for the opportunity and the time we take for text. Suma?
Yes, Fabul, we also the midweek edition of Unity Morning Show. Go take time left you for this session or for this edition. We want to say beaucoup thank you to Alhaji Manika Kabara, the president for the Salon Association of Journalists in the country. Beaucoup thank you to we producer Suleiman Jallo. Thank you to we man behind the camera, we na Alfred Pewa, Williams and Alpha Joba, we help the technical team, and Edward David Harding, we na the head of technical team. We want to say thank you to all of them. And to all of we viewers them, we take them time, listen and send messages. We want to say continue for like, comment, share and subscribe to Unity Broadcasting Online Television. So till we meet tomorrow again, I want to wish you a best and a wonderful Wednesday. Good morning.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize and inform Salon people home and abroad. Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.
For developments now we nation Salon.
We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize and inform. Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey here so for talk, but waiting they happen. Political discussions.
You for know about Salon politics.
Religious messages, entertainment self no go left again.
We not go left nothing piano.
TV don't come.
For developments now we country TV.
Unify, sensitize and inform we all.